Welcome to episode 0 of the Fit Pro podcast. My name is Marvin Fayers and I am your host. And today we're going to be discussing why it is so very, very important that you subscribe to this podcast right now. So, episode 0, why does this podcast exist? Now, this podcast exists to motivate and inspire fitness professionals, aspiring fitness professionals, veteran fitness professionals in the field to become more by breaking down the stories, the struggles, the wins, the losses of successful fitness professionals. Now, it's going to be in an interview format. I've structured 5 questions that I will be asking each and every guest that comes onto the show. From there, we will sort of branch out and ask a few more questions, a few more that they don't know are coming. Now, the main 5 will be: what is your story? Who, what, when, and where? How do you generate revenue today in the industry as a fitness professional? What was your lowest point? What was the biggest what was your aha moment as a fit pro? And what is the best advice for anyone starting out and looking to become a fitness professional? Now, so those are the 5 main questions. We'll be branching out from those and freestyling a little bit. Each and every podcast will be raw and uncut, unfiltered, and man, you can just speak your mind. If you end up being a guest on the show, which we have a bucket load, I've interviewed a few even before I launched the website, and we're going to have bodybuilders, successful gym owners, personal trainers running successful businesses, new people jumping in that are finding a lot of success, veterans in the industry, Instagrammers, YouTubers, successful Facebook influencers, the works. So the fitness profession in itself is absolutely blown up. It's an uber trend right at this point in time, and we're going to capitalize on that so that we can bring you the best advice possible. Now, this podcast will be scheduled to come out every Tuesday and Friday, guaranteed, every Tuesday and Friday, Western Standard Time in Australia. And guaranteed this show is going to last for a very, very long time. That's what the plan is. That's what's going to happen. Now, a little bit about myself, guys. I used to be a personal trainer. I'm not one anymore, and that's it. Okay, there's nothing special about me. You're going to hear my story over every single episode, and hopefully we get to know each other a little bit more. I just saw a gap in the market where people were sort of being led astray. There wasn't a lot of advice out there from people that are already successful in the industry to help the little guy, to help the new person, to help the person that is thinking about getting involved in the industry. So that's what this podcast is for. This podcast is for the new guy. But at the same time, it's also for the veteran that's struggling and wants to get a bit more advice and learn from people that are more successful than themselves. The biggest teachers in the world are the mentors that are willing to share their information on how they became successful. And hopefully from this podcast, you can maybe latch on to somebody that you find likeness with, that you find you connect with, and follow their journey. Get a mentor. Now, a mentor doesn't need to be somebody that you speak to every day or has ever spoken to you. Just find somebody that correlates with what you're trying to do, and basically you can copy it, reinvent it a little bit, but follow the steps, and 9 times out of 10 you will become successful in that field as well. So that's episode 0. Nice, short, sweet. Each episode should only it will be less than 20 minutes unless they are an amazing guest. No, that's unfair. Unless, man, they've just got a lot of information. And we might have to break it into 2, 3, 4 episodes for some of those entrepreneurs that have multiple revenue streams, that have a lot to say and are very opinionated. That's what we want. We want to keep this raw. We want to keep this 100. We want to keep this so that people keep coming back and spreading the word. Now, there's a website, fitpropodcast.com. Each episode will be on there with some episode notes as well, and it will be on iTunes as well. So make sure you subscribe to all our services so that you can get the most out of this podcast, and I will see you on the next one. Well, not see you. I'll see you in analytics. I won't see you in real life. And make sure you comment. Make sure you leave a review. I don't really want to go. I like this mic too much, but I'm going to have to cut this one here. See you at episode 1. It's a big one, and thanks for listening.